Hello. So, I'm making this video for a lovely lady who's on YouTube, Rhonda Sellers, who made this beautiful bracelet that totally inspired me. And I've had a few worrying moments here lately, and I needed something to take my mind off of what was going on. So I'm just trying to clear a few things out of the way. Anyway, so she made this beautiful fishtail bracelet. And I thought I had this really soft wire that I really can't do anything with it. So I thought, when I saw this fishtail bracelet that Rhonda had made, I thought I can do that with this soft wire if I had a frame to do it round. And I made this frame. So all this is, it's 3 layers of cardboard, just packaging cardboard. So the first 2 layers I marked out 2 rows of lines, and they are about just over 1 centimetre, so maybe ½ an inch in between them. And I pushed pins through them. Now this is because this is all I had, and I know pins were going to be strong enough, because I've tried to cut a pin before with wire cutters and you can't do it. So I thought this would be strong enough to hold it. It doesn't matter that the pins bend one way or the other, as long as the base of them is all equal. And this enables me to use this really soft wire and fishtail it the same as Rhonda's design, like so. So I'm not going to show you how to do the bracelet. I just thought this was quite, you know, it would make it easier for me. So I've marked it off in inches on one side and centimetres the other. I figured I wouldn't need more than 9. And I've just used a clip here to clip 3 bits of wire together, which I will definitely tidy up when I'm done. And as you can see, I've already started the fishtail. I'm going to do this one down to about 7 inches, I think. So I should have plenty of wire. And as I said, this is really bendy wire. It's 0.8 mil. I don't know what gauge that is. I just know it's 0.8 mil because I compared it to my other 0.8 mil. And it is a bit, this is a prototype. What I would like to do is get my darling husband to make this with a wooden base where I can mark it out properly and not pins. Now obviously I could have put the pins in the other way round, but then if I had the pin heads on top here, when I went to pull off this, the fishtail bit, I wouldn't be able to pull it off properly because all the head of the pins would stop me being able to pull it off. So I put the pins through 2 layers of card, and then I put, so if I can turn it over, I put just a plain piece of card on the bottom just to cover up the pins and stop them from being pushed out. So that's it. And I was thinking if I needed to put this, attach it somewhere, I could attach it, you know, to stop it from moving around. But yeah, so yeah, thank you Rhonda for your amazing inspiration. And I did say I left a message on her video, which I will link below, to say that she had inspired me to do this. And like I said, it's very easy, and I just, like I said, when you have a lot of things on your mind and things aren't easy, you need an escape, and this for the moment was my escape. Unfortunately, as we all know, it was the midsummer solstice last night, and I wasn't able to participate in any way because of what was going on in my family. But it's okay now. Things are much better now. All I will say is that my mum was in hospital, but now she's home. and she's okay. She's okay. So when I've done this, and I've gone on to the next bit, and I've got to decide on the next bit whether I'm going to have it in a copper colour or a rose gold, or I have black, I have green, I have purple. So I'm going to have to decide what colour I'm going to have with this and what beads I'm going to use. But when I've done this fishtail bit and I go on to the next bit, I will come back and show you how I'm doing. Now obviously this is not my usual kind of video. This is a make video. But so I really wanted Rhonda, hopefully, to see what she inspired, and you know, got this old brain here working a little bit. So I'll be back when I've finished fishtailing this, and I just got to remember how to do it properly. When you do it like this, so you go, when you start, you go in through the first gap between the pins, and when you carry on, you go in through, you go over the last piece of wire that you did on the side, and you always start on the same side. So I always start on my right hand side. That's my right hand one, and you always start from the top, the top wire, so the outermost wire. Once again you go through, pricked myself, and this is why this is only a prototype, so I have to go over the last wire, not this wire that I've just put through. I have to go over my last wire and then back through the next gap, and then you see, it just makes it really neat, even with my wibbly wobbly pins, because all the holes are equidistant and in a straight line. It keeps it really easy, and I would love to make a proper prototype of this that is usable and not dangerous, not like a bed of nails, bed of pins, which is why I've got my little spare bit here, which I just chuck over the top to stop myself from pricking myself. But unfortunately one of the pins is a lot longer than the others. Now I don't know if my husband's got any clippers that can clip off the tops of these, which would make it slightly safer. But anyway, so yeah, I will be back. I'm rambling again because I'm so excited. This really helped me take my mind off the problems that were going on in my family and give me something to do that had purpose. And hopefully, I mean, today is Wednesday. This coming Saturday I will be at the Mercantile Flea. Unfortunately, I was planning on being there with my mum, but obviously my mum is not well enough at the moment to come with me, so I'm going to be all by myself unless I can persuade someone else to come with me. So yeah, hopefully I'll get a couple of these finished if this makes it a lot easier and I don't prick myself half to death and make myself into a perforated tea bag. And yes, I'll make a few of these and put them up. And like I said, all you have to remember is wire that you, not this one, not your weaving wire, but your cage wire, which if you watch Rhonda's video you'll understand. Your beads have to have a hole big enough to go through the wire. The hole has to be big enough for the wire to go through. Let's get it right around. Right, that's it. I have definitely rambled enough. I'll be back in a bit. God, dear, I'm puffed out, sorry. So here I am the following day, and I've been making this. And you see it's almost complete. I just got to do the diamonds up, the crystals at the sides. See, but can you see the, before it was all bent up out of shape by me, this, and I only did it with 3 wires instead of 4, but the fishtail bit came out beautifully, really even, really neat. I've decided I probably won't finish this one. I used the 3mm flat wire on the side, and I'm not that keen. That's the right way up. And I don't like how chunky this is at the end. So as a bracelet, it's a fail. But as a herringbone maker, herringbone bracelet maker, this prototype is a win. I've chopped off all the spikes, so it's still dangerous, but not as dangerous. And my husband's got some wood that he is going to replicate this with, so that it's going to have a nice wooden base, and it's going to have very thin. I'll probably use pins again, because pins are incredibly strong. So there's not much give in a pin. So yeah, I shall probably be using pins again, and it's cheap to buy a bag of stainless steel pins. So there you go. Not the finished product, because I'm not going to finish this, but once again, please go see Rhonda. She is the most adorable lady. She's only got a few videos up, and she made, at the time of making this video, she'd made her fishtail bracelet about a month ago. I hope you just heard that. I hope I didn't mess with the microphone then. Yeah, but she made it about a month ago, so, and I think that was her last video. But absolutely lovely lady, and really good mind. You know what I mean? She's very thoughtful, very thinks a lot about the patterns that she makes. So there we go. That's my prototype, and I don't know what I'm going to call it. I'm sure people have made these before, a lot better than I have. I just thought, and obviously this can only be used to make that one size, because obviously it's only got the one width, which I think is a nice width. Like I said, I think it's about half an inch, just over half an inch. It is just over half an inch. So yeah, I think if you include sort of like, because you wrap the wire around the outside, it probably ends up about 3/4 of an inch in the centre, the fishtail bit. But anyway, there we go. So yeah, huge shout out to Rhonda. This is the way my mind's working at the moment. Miniature torture devices. They aren't so torturous now. I've de-pinned my pins. See, they're not all straight. They're not all straight. But as long as it's all equal at the edges, at the base. Oh, that one's a bit loose. As long as it's all the same at the base, that's what matters, because that's where the wire goes. So these could be shorter. But there you go. So that's it. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I know it's very different. As I said, I think in my previous, the first half of this, I have been a bit thrown lately by stuff that's going on within my family. So I'm trying to get back. I missed, well, I didn't exactly miss midsummer, but you know, the solstice kind of slipped by me without me marking it in a huge way. I did do some gardening, but you know, that's about it. Anyway, that's it. Thank you very much. I'll be back very soon. Bye for now.